Hi everybody. I am going to try to see if I can get this to work for our class. I am going to do page 16, problem 37. And remember, we always start with copying the problem down. This is page 16. I believe it is section, let's see, what are we on? Section 113. Homework for the section 1-3. And I think I had a lot of questions on problem 37. So it's problem 37. All right, here is the problem. Always, this is how you work it out, exactly like this in your homework, copying it down. First, just copy the problem. Don't try to take any steps right here. Also, make your Y's cursive if you can, because it really saves you some grief later on when it doesn't look like a 2 or a Z or anything like that. So it's x times x plus y, and then we're going to say minus y, and lots of equal signs in here, and excuse me, not equal, but minus signs, because that always throws us off. Let me just confirm that I copied it down right. I believe this is right. Okay, so here we go. I think the first thing that I'm going to do is change my minuses to plus negatives. So this, I'm going to change this to plus, and I have to be careful here. It's everything in the bracket that I have to take the opposite of. Okay, this plus, and I'll make that the opposite of y, and plus the opposite of x. Notice I'm not saying negative y, negative x. We don't know whether x or y are positive or negative. They're variables, and so it just depends. It's the opposite of whatever y is. Okay, so here we go. Let's again, I think I'll start with my inmost parentheses. Just going to leave the x squared and the y squared alone for right now, and I'm also going to leave that opposite sign just in front of the bracket there. I think I'm going to distribute the x first, working inmost parentheses here, and distribute this opposite of y to both of those terms. So I'm going to get x squared plus xy, distributing the x, and then I'm going to get the opposite of y squared, and then I'm also going to get, since it's the opposite of y times the opposite of x, the two negative signs, if you will, there, okay, the opposite of y, opposite of x are going to make it a positive x, y, like this. All right, so again, just going to work with inside the bracket here. I'm really not paying attention to the rest of the problem right now. But inside the bracket, look what I have here. I have x squared plus the opposite of y squared. I'll put those two together. Just commuting, just switching those around. And then I'm gonna add the xy to the xy. Those are like terms. Just add those together. And now everything outside the bracket just stays the same. Haven't done anything with this yet. All right, lining up my equal signs, working logically downward. And now what I'm going to do here is distribute this negative sign to all three of these terms. Okay, so I'm going to get, just leaving everything alone here, the x squared and the y squared. Okay, I'm going to distribute to this first term. I'm going to get the opposite of x squared. Then I'm going to distribute to the second term, and the opposite of y squared is going to be y squared. Okay, and then distribute here negative 2xy. And so I could see here, it's kind of nice. Well, that color doesn't quite work for me, but at any rate, x squared and opposite of x squared go to 0. That's nice. And these are like terms. So I'll make this 2y squared minus 2xy, and that's what it's going to simplify to. Let me just confirm that's, yep, that's the answer. And that's what all of this right here, the simpler way to write all of that is like this. And so that is our answer. All right, have a great day, and we will see you in class. Bye-bye.